All right, so a very important day it is today. It's the International Day of the Girl Child, and this is an international observance day declared by the United Nations. It is also called the Day of Girls and the International Day of the Girl as well. So October the 11th in 2012 was the first day of the Girl Child. The observation supports more opportunity for girls and also increases awareness of gender inequality faced by girls worldwide based upon their gender. This inequality includes areas such as access to education, nutrition, legal rights, medical care, and protection from discrimination, violence against women, and forced children marriages as well. We're going to have a girls' talk now, so let me welcome my very important guests this afternoon in studio. Good afternoon to you, ladies. Thank you so much for coming through. Nolutando Hlalukani, Tabile Langa, and Tsepang Paketi. Dumela. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you.
So I'm going to ask all the men in studio to close their eyes as we have this girls' talk, right?
Yes.
Okay, but first let's start about the importance of today. What do you guys know about today? Let's start with you, Nolutando.
Today is the International Girl Child's Day, which is basically about celebrating the girls in our world, worldwide, as it is international. We are celebrating the importance of girls, and we are realizing their value in our countries and in the whole wide world.
Yeah. Wow, beautiful. And you?
Today is a very special day for us girls because we are very special, and it is so important, and I'm so happy, and thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. So, Tsepang.
Okay, today we are celebrating Girl Child's Day. I realized that today is very important to girl child because girl childs are not safe outside, and it's nice but not safe.
Not safe anymore. Yes. Because I wanted to ask, what is it like being a girl child in South Africa?
Well, for me, personally, being a girl child is very beautiful but also very dangerous and scary at the same time. Because generally out here we are not safe anymore. We can't walk around the street in the middle of the night without getting raped or getting assaulted because we are women. It's just a bit of a challenge to indulge and to fit in our society, as we are expected to do certain things and behave certain ways. But it is okay, you know.
Just safety concerns. Yeah. And I remember, Tabile, when some of us were your age, it was so nice. We would play bomagusha, would play a whole lot of things without having to worry about our safety. So for you, what is it like to be a girl in South Africa on a daily basis?
Being a girl in South Africa is nice and also hard because, you know, we're facing gender-based violence, you know, and it is not nice at all. You know, it hurts because you sometimes ask yourself are you this or something? Are you next or something? What is going to happen to you? Are you safe? Who am I going to talk to? Should I talk to my parents? Are people going to judge me or something? You know? Yes, thank you.
And for you, Tsepang?
Okay, in South Africa it's nice being a girl, but not safe. It's dangerous walking on the street at night. If you walk alone in the street, you will be scared and you'll need someone to talk to. No, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yes.
And what usually comes to your mind every time ulustrating ubapala? Do you feel safe?
No.
You don't?
Yes.
But then, me sitting here with you ladies or with you girls, I think I realize that your concerns really are around safety.
Yes.
How do you girls think that we can best address the issues around safety? Tabile, you made mention of one important issue as well, gender-based violence. Kids are being raped, kids are being killed. How do we go around navigating around the problems that we have?
What can I say? I can say that as women we have to stick together. Well, in our townships we might have to have, you know, police patrollings, you know, in the streets, so that we ensure that we are safe. We might have to have people who look at us while we are playing outside, who will look after us and see if there's any bad person coming around and how they can prevent that. I'm thinking that we should have more policemen or policewomen on our streets so that we can feel protected and feel secured. Because right now, playing outside is not a thing that I do personally. I just stay at home and watch TV, even if it's boring, because I don't want to go out and end up being assaulted, you know, or whilst I'm playing, there's a man who's watching me play because I'm wearing a short skirt, because I'm wearing a short, you know. So those certain things I think we need to address, you know, and face them, find solutions for them.
So how do you think we should best deal with the situation?
I think we should work together as a community. We should work together as girls, and we should ask good men to support us, because not all men are that way. Not all men want to hurt you or something. So as girls, we need to be united. We need to advise each other, because sometimes laughing at another girl while you know that you are going to be in the same situation too, it is
what
not
conversations
nice
are you having at school? I'm going to come to you shortly, Tsepang, but let me just speak to most of the conversations that you're having at school as girls during your tea time, during your lunch breaks. What are you guys saying about what we find ourselves in here in South Africa?
It is very hard, you know. You know, when we're sitting, we just sometimes realize that, you know, we are no longer safe. I remember that when I was a child, I didn't realize that we had these issues. I just used to play and not mind, even if an old person, an old man, came and asked me to go to the shop, I would go freely. But right now, I'm not in that kind of space, you know. So as a girl, when you're at school, we realize that we are in danger. So we know that after school, we have to work together, you know, just to secure that we are all safe. At school, we have to stick together as girls, because, you know, we may not know what we will face when we go around school.
Yeah.
You know, we may not know what other people are thinking. So we stick together and go together and eat together and have everything together. So that's just like together.
So Tabila, when are you the president? So when you talk to your fellow learners as the president, what do you tell them?
The most important thing I talk to them about is education, you know, because we commit crime because some of us are not educated or something. So it is very important to us girls to finish our studies. It's very important to us girls to be knowledgeable about how your body changes are, you know, our experiences, so that we can reduce teenage pregnancy, so that we can further our studies. That is so important.
And what do you guys talk about during your breaks? Do you guys even have those talks?
No.
Like
Yes.
But you make a very valid point, Tabila, about body changes. I've just had a conversation with the Chief Director from the Department of Youth, Women and People with Disabilities, talking about a framework that is aimed at ensuring that girls are in class every day, and to make sure that they do away with absenteeism because of menstruation when they are on their period. So do you guys ever see that at times your fellow schoolmates and classmates don't have the necessary sanitary products during the time of the month?
Yes, it is very common. You know, in the township, it's a public school, you know. So people come from different backgrounds, and we are not all privileged, you know. So we are very, you know, lucky at our school that we have free sanitary pads. We also have NGOs, non-governmental organizations, that come and hand out sanitary pads to us. So it is not that much of an issue, but it is an issue that we have, because some girls don't even come to school due to their menstruation, you know. But then it's rather, how can I put it? It's rather a no-brainer to us not anymore, because we know that we are secure at our school. We know that we have teachers, female teachers and male teachers, who will protect us. Yeah,
Yes,
there's no
indeed.
longer that much
But
absenteeism.
in terms of pain, Tabile, when I was in school, I'm just going to say this so that they don't hear. When I was still in school,
Yes.
the period pains were horrible. And it's part of the conversation that I had with the chief director, saying that how will this particular issue be addressed of absenteeism due to period pains? And I suppose that you guys also come across that a lot of time.
Yes, we do. I don't go to school, honestly speaking.
Because you just can't handle and manage
Yes.
the pain.
And I can't go to school and tell the teacher that, you know, I have period pains, blah, 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 because teachers are not allowed to give us something that will help you maybe to be fine a little bit or something, because they're not allowed to give us. So we sometimes don't go to school.
Yeah, and manage the pain at home in
yes.
the comfort of your bed.
Sometimes I go to school and it
Sometimes
just
you
becomes
come back.
better.
Yeah,
It
I
becomes
know.
better.
I know. I've been there. I know. I know the
Yeah.
pain. So, in conclusion, the relationship that you guys have with your parents, you know, with the scourge of violence at schools, a lot of people have been saying that we as parents are very much absent in our in the lives of our children. So I just want you ladies to share with me the relationship that are you able to sit with your mother and say, Sekina boyfriend? Are you able to sit down with your mother and say, this is what happened at school? What kind of a relationship do you have?
Okay. We do have a parent and daughter relationship with our parents. But it is not that easy to just sit with our parents, you know, and address the issue, just like you said that
I
have
not
a
supposed to have
boyfriend.
girlfriend, boyfriends. You guys must just focus on the studies for now. But like overall issues and problems and life experiences, are you able to sit down with your mother or your guardian?
Yes.
Yes.
Wena? Wakghona uxoxa le kapo usalimnyane?
Salimnya.
Usalimnyane, ne? Okay. What's your one wish for girls in South Africa?
Okay, I wish that they can be protected and be safe. Yes.
And for you, Tabile?
I wish that we can also be protected. I wish that you can give us more attention, because some of us, you know, we don't really have that attention. So
What attention are you looking
You know-
for? What kind of attention are you talking about?
father and daughter bond. I need to be safe around my dad. You know? Because this gender-based violence thing really ruined me. I'm no longer comfortable around my brothers. I'm no longer comfortable around my daddy. I'm no longer comfortable around boys, because also young boys do gender-based violence. You know? So yeah.
Well, my one wish is, of course, primarily safety, you know. But I also wish that as girls, we could unite, you know, because some girls out there, you know, when you share your problems with them, they end up being the school's gossip,
Yeah.
you know. So it is hard for us to sit as girls, you know, and have those talks, like share your secrets with another person, because you're afraid that they'll be out there. They'll
What
be the
secrets are
school
those?
ghosts.
You have secrets already at your age.
No, we're just having talks, you know.
Girls
But
talk.
My one
Like
wish
you guys, yeah. No.
my one wish is it's just that we are safe around boys, around our dads, around our brothers, you know,
Around
because-
strangers as well.
Of course,
Yeah.
you know, so that we don't necessarily run away when a stranger comes and say, okay, can you please go to the shop and buy me this and that,
Oh,
you know.
you have to
Even
run
your
for your life.
neighbors,
Yeah.
you can't even trust your neighbors, you know. So I just wish that we will feel secure and safe and unite as women and become one.
Yeah, the whole day, but I've run out of time. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for
And
having us.
happy International Girls' Day. Hopefully you guys will have a beautiful one. Thank you. Tabang Kaleboha. Thank you so much, Ne.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tabile. Thank you so much, Nolotando. Well, there you have it. Girls saying that their main concern is around their safety. They no longer feel safe around their brothers. They no longer feel safe around their own fathers because of what the world has become.